Hey, what it do, y'all? It's your boy E2 Blue coming back at you again for the one time. Yo, it's Saturday. Beautiful Saturday. The weather has been kind of mild here in the DMV, about 75 degrees, but, you know, I got my jacket here, so I just want to say, we're playing a division rival this week, and, you know, it feels like the rivalry isn't the same like it used to be, especially this year because both of these teams suck. This whole division sucks. We are the laughing stock of the NFL right now with our division. Now, COVID hit our division hard because 3 out of the 4 teams have new coaching staffs. Maybe that might have something to do with it. Maybe not. Now, the Eagles have had the most injuries out of all of us in the division. I know the Cowboys have, as of recently, had a lot of injuries. So, what do you say about that? I say, next man up, because that's what it's all about. Like, the next person's have to get up, got to play, got to make sure that they, you know, get in there and do it. They're all NFL players. They're supposed to be able to do it, supposedly. So, the Washington team does this thing every time they play against the Cowboys, especially when it's a home game for them. When the Cowboys come here to the DMV, they call it Dallas Day or Dallas Week. Us Cowboy fans, we don't give a damn about no damn Washington Week. They ain't even got no name. For God's sakes. Now, we can't really talk much because our team is not playing well this year as well. We turn the ball over like we just want to give teams the game. Our defensive has not been up to snuff. We have a lot of good talent on defense. I don't know why we're not rushing the passer better. I don't get it. I still can't put wrap my mind around it. It's just phenomenal to me. But with that being said, let's get into it. All right, so you got the Dallas Cowboys versus the Washington football team. Will they get a new name next year? We don't know. Shout out to Burgundy and Gold all day. He's been talking mad mess this week about, you know, we better beat them because blase, you know. He know their offense suck. He know they're like one of the worst offenses in this league, if not the worst. Cowboys defense has been playing almost the worst this year. So something's going to have to give, right? So we talk about how can the Cowboys win this game? What are the keys to victory for the Cowboys in this game? Well, I will say this. First of all, stop fumbling the damn ball. Stop with the turnovers. Stop giving away possessions. Because possessions, you know that our defense ain't playing the greatest this year. So every key moment in offense, every play, every second is valuable when the Cowboys have the ball on offense. Because you got to get that ball downfield. You got to score points. You got to. Every point matters, whether it's a field goal or a touchdown. You got to score points. You have to. Now, everybody's down on Andy Dalton already because of his first game playing fully in the game with the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't do too well. Wasn't a great debut for him. Granted, not to make excuses, but we see what happened with the offensive line. We see that we have backups of backups playing right now. The average age of our offensive line right now is 22. That's crazy. That's rookie status right there. Little bright light of that, we got veteran Cameron Irvin coming back. I know some of you guys don't care. Y'all think he sucks, but we'll see if he plays better this week. Coming back from IR. So he's going to take Tyron Smith's spot and I guess Brandon Knight's spot right there at the left tackle position. Brandon Knight was moved to IR. I guess you got Terrence Steele on the other side. Zach Martin still not playing. Damn. Because, again, it was a short week with us playing on Monday. So wasn't enough time to clear concussion protocol. So he'll be back the next game. Now, we should be getting Awuzie back this game. We got Leighton now. I think Sean Lee might be playing too, from what I heard. We got Randy Gregory is playing. So that's a bright spot on the defense. Hopefully he can come and bring a spark to these guys and go out there and try his hardest, because if they see him trying his hardest, maybe some of these other guys will try hard too and stop getting beat down Terry Poe. So, yeah. We know that our offensive line is not great right now because we don't have literally any starters on there right now. The only starter on there is Connor Williams. Forgot about him. He's the only starter left on the offensive line that's healthy. And some of you guys don't like him either, so it really doesn't matter. We are going up against a very stout defensive front with the Washington football team. They got their #1 draft pick, Chase Young. Now, granted, he's still dealing with his little groin injury, so he's in and out of the game right now. So he probably won't be playing the bulk of the snaps like he normally does. But they got Daron Payne. They got Montez Sweat. They got these guys, the Tim Settles. They got these guys that come out and do what they need to do. And, of course, they got the old guy over there, Ryan Kerrigan, which is the franchise sack leader for the Washington football team. Formerly the Redskins, of course. So they got a lot of beef over there. So what they're going to do is they're not going to blitz a lot because they can get to the quarterback with their front four. I mean, you're talking about 5 former first-round draft picks on that front line right there. Their back end, susceptible for us. Our wide receivers should be able to eat on their secondary. So the only thing that I'm really afraid of this Washington football team is their defensive front. That's it. That's all they got. That's all they got. And I think they play more of a 3-4 type of thing because they got Kerrigan out there as an outside linebacker because he plays like, you know, hybrid like that. But you look at that situation and you're just like, okay, we know that they're going to come after the Cowboys. We know that they're going to come after Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's got to get that ball out quick. What we're going to have to do on offense, we're going to have to shift this offensive line. These guys are going to have to move left and right. They're going to have to cover those gaps. We might need to chip over a tight end, get some running backs to chip. We need all the help that we need on this offensive line to get max protection for Andy Dalton to get the ball off. Now, what their defense is going to do, Riverboat Ron and what Jack Del Rio is their defensive coordinator, what they're going to do, they're going to sit back. They're going to rush with their front 7. That back end, what they're going to do with those guys, they're going to sit in zone coverage. They're going to basically have soft coverage. So they're going to let us get the intermediate route. So you're going to see a lot of us getting these short 8 to 10 yard spreads. But the thing about it is they're going to stop the deep pass because they don't want us to go deep on them. So what they're going to do is they're going to cover the deep ball, not necessarily prevent D, but zone coverage. So they're going to be in zone. They're going to have their guys playing off. So if Andy Dalton can get that ball off, I would just kill him with the screen pass, throw some screens in there, throw some end arounds in there, throw some maybe do a wheel route. We haven't done a wheel route in a long time. Throw some screen passes in there, get that defense moving around a little bit, spread them out, and then run the ball. Run that ball. Zeke hold the ball. Tony Pollard hold that ball. Don't fumble the ball. If we don't turn over the ball, we win. If we counteract what they're doing with their aggressiveness on defense, we can beat them. This game shouldn't be an issue, right? Because their biggest thing right now is their defensive front. If you can counteract that rush that they have with all those great guys they have on their defense, you'll be able to get past them. Now, on offense, we know that I guess they're starting Kyle Allen. I don't know. This is a young guy. He don't know too much. Pick this ball off. Pick that damn ball. Frustrate him. This is the opportunity for our defensive line to get picks. Randy Gregory coming back, we should be able to frustrate the hell out of their offense. So if you do these things and you do these things right, those are the keys to victory. You will win this game with no problem. Now, I told myself I wasn't going to pick the Cowboys to win no more this year because they have let me down so much. Score predictions, I ain't doing no more damn score predictions. I'm just going to say I think the Cowboys should be able to eke this out. They should. But if they keep showing what they've been showing before, they will not be able to win this game. Now, like I said, if you stop turning the ball over, the mental mistakes have to stop. Have to stop. We have to be great at all aspects of the game, offense, defense, and the kicking game. We have to make sure that we come out there and we play. Offensive line, they're going to do the best that they can and try to block for Andy. Andy Dalton may have to step outside the pocket. He may have to become kind of mobile. Not necessarily mobile, but slide out a little bit just to find a receiver to get the ball off. He's not Dak Prescott. See, if Dak Prescott was back there, I wouldn't really worry too much at all because we know what Dak can do. We know that he can put up the numbers. We know he knows these receivers. We know he knows everything about this offense. Andy Dalton is actually still learning his guys, the wide receivers. So, you know, that's why some of the passes were off before. But I think that, you know, with these last 2 weeks of him commanding the offense, I think that he's getting that rapport in practice, and it's going to help. And you're going to see it on the field. So, hopefully this game turns out a little bit better. We'll see. We'll see. It's an early game, 1 o'clock tomorrow. So let's just go Cowboys. That's all I can say. I will always root for my team. I know some of you talking about something. Let's tank. I'm never wanting to tank. I always want my team to try to be competitive the best way they can. And again, we have too many good players in this team to be playing like this. Our records should not show a 2-4. It shouldn't be like this. But we got to get this win, y'all. So with that being said, y'all, let me know what y'all think. It's your boy E2 Blue. Always keeping it real. Talk to y'all soon.